You're making a huge mistake by listening to most procrastination advice on YouTube, and it's because most of them are lying to you. And in this video, I'm going to reveal 3 of the biggest lies people tell you when it comes to procrastination, and I'll reveal the path that you can take to actually stop procrastinating. But a little about me first. I'm Anthony, and I'm a procrastination coach, and I've been doing it for the past year. In that time, I've learned a ton of lessons, and my clients have gotten excellent results. Really, it all boils down to the fact that many people don't know what they're talking about. They want to give you the most clickbaity advice, the advice that sounds nice and it gives you dopamine, it really stimulates yourself. But then when it actually comes down to it, you don't even remember the advice that they give you. That's the thing. You can watch hundreds of procrastination videos and yet you wouldn't even remember much of it, let alone it actually helping you. And so the first lie that most people tell you is that you just need to be disciplined. That's not true. In fact, discipline is BS. And I mean it, because most people on the internet try to glorify discipline. They try to hype it up and really make it feel like you're the focus of it all. You want to be disciplined, right? Except that if you're procrastinating on simple tasks, how can you expect to be disciplined? You can't be disciplined without having the foundation first. And that's what most people miss. Absolutely, be disciplined when it's time to get disciplined, right? But this isn't the time. When you're procrastinating, you don't need discipline. You just need to take action. You just need to start. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why you need to use enjoyment instead. Enjoyment is exactly how I and many of my clients have stopped procrastinating. If you like what you need to do, you won't procrastinate on it. It's that simple. So really, the way to enjoy what you have to do is just to allow yourself to enjoy it. Like, you can choose to enjoy something. So I'll give you an example. These YouTube videos, before, like let's say a year ago, I would be recording, going through the motions, but I wasn't really liking it, I wasn't actually putting my all into it. I wasn't actually showing my personality even. But as I progressed, as I started to record more, I realized that I can literally choose to enjoy recording videos. Instead of it feeling like a chore that I have to do, I can just like it. I can just be myself. I can have fun. I can be myself, right? I can choose to enjoy it. And the same is true for anything else that you want to do. All you gotta do is just choose to enjoy it. That's it. There's no secret tactic here. You don't need discipline. Don't try to be disciplined, because you can be disciplined. You can be disciplined for a day or two. But what happens afterwards? You know exactly the answer. Once you're disciplined for a day or two, you crash right down again into a rut. And then you're confused, right? Because you've been disciplined for a day or two, and then you just self-sabotage and restart to day 0 pretty much. The same is true for any streaks or any kind of addictions you have. If you keep trying to be disciplined, it won't work out for you. Just be content and enjoy what you have to do. That's it. And the second lie most people tell you is that it's going to be quick. That it's going to be a quick process. All you have to do is implement this 1 or 2 things and you'll immediately stop procrastinating. That's not true. In fact, it will actually take you a while to stop procrastinating. And the reason for this is that procrastination is an addiction. Just like any other addiction, you have to treat it like one. And you can't expect an addiction like procrastination, which you've probably been growing for years at this point. You can't expect that kind of addiction to go away instantly. You can't. But what you can do is slowly but surely make progress over time. So let's say 1 week, you end up scrolling for 9 hours. The next week, if you end up scrolling for 8.5 hours per day, that's amazing. That's huge progress. That means for 3.5 extra hours you cut down on how much you scrolled. That's massive. That's amazing. Any kind of progress you make here is amazing. And that's where people get the focus wrong. They think that the goal is to get to zero, which obviously the goal is to get to zero, but they miss out on the fact that making even small improvements is amazing. Our focus here shouldn't be trying to drop to zero instantly. Our focus should be to consistently reduce how much we procrastinate. Consistency is key here. You can't build the house without the foundation, or else it would just crumble, right? You can't build the house on sand. You need to build the foundation first, and that's consistency. Consistency is how people slowly but surely over time get to zero. It isn't to do a crash and go cold turkey and completely stop. It's just slowly but surely over time reducing it. And I know you may be thinking that this isn't going to work. It's just going to be another waste of time. But if you haven't even tried to slowly but surely get it down, you can't be speaking here, right? You might have tried to go to zero, failed, and just gone back to where you were. But you might as well try. And even if this means that you still allow yourself to scroll 8 hours every day instead of 9, right? That's funny. But if that's what works for you, then that's what works for you. Find any way to reduce it. And eventually, right, in, let's say, a month, you'll be down to like 3 or 4 hours. Or even in 2 months or 3 months, you'll be down to zero. That's our end goal, but it doesn't happen instantly. And that's actually what goes into the third lie. You see, the second lie and the first lie is already enough to mix up most people, to really get them confused and not get them anywhere. But the third lie, I think, is the most deadliest. Because with this single lie, most people end up stuck in procrastination for years. And this lie is that tactics are what's gonna get you out of procrastination. A single step, like the 5-second rule, or eat the frog in the morning. Expecting that one of those, a single action that you can do, is gonna change your life is silly. It's silly. Like, you think that after years of building this addiction that you're just gonna use the 5-second rule. That's not gonna help you. It might help you a little bit, sure, but it's not what's gonna make a difference. That's not what's gonna make you change. And also, another little thing, if you seriously think that the reason why you're procrastinating is that you're using the 5-second rule instead of eating the frog, like, come on, bro. It's not that you're using this or that tactic, or that you're using any tactics at all. What you're missing out on, and by the way, you should listen close here, this can genuinely change your life. Procrastination is simply a skill deficiency. You just lack the skills. You just lack the mindsets and skills necessary to stop procrastinating. That's it. It's that simple. But tactics don't fall into that equation. Sure, maybe you do 1 or 2 things, but the actual root solution to the problem is those mindsets that you need and the skills such as time management and actually getting stuff done, such as using enjoyment, for like the first line I told you about. If you don't implement this, if you don't understand this, then you're going to be stuck in here for a while, honestly. That's what happened to me. I would be watching all of these procrastination videos. I'd be watching so many videos where it was like the top 5 ways, the top 10 ways to stop procrastinating. But none of them helped me, because I would maybe implement 1 or 2, they wouldn't work out. And so I would get uncomfortable, I'd get overwhelmed that none of it worked, and I'd go back to scrolling again. I was stuck in that cycle for so long, and just because I didn't have the mindsets, I didn't have the skills. But obviously, I couldn't teach you all the skills like that I learned over multiple years in one single YouTube video. I wish I could, but obviously I can't. So, if you want to get in personal contact with me, you want to get one-on-one personalized coaching, you can actually get a free consultation completely for free by clicking the link in the description. Again, I want to teach you as much as I can, even just for free, right? But the only way I can genuinely help you the most is if I can talk to you personally, right? All these videos, they're great and all. But as I mentioned, procrastination videos are too general to help you exactly, right? Like, as I said, the first lie, as a quick recap, was that discipline is BS, and so you need to use enjoyment instead. The second lie is that quick results will come, which they won't. And the third lie is that tactics are what's going to help you. All of these lies, it's not even the YouTuber's fault, honestly. It's just the fact that because the videos are so general, they have to appeal to a lot of people, it doesn't actually give you as much specific value as you need, which is where my coaching can help you. So again, if you want to get your free consultation completely for free, you can do so by clicking the link in the description.